Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party.
Hey guys, Saturday, what we're looking at today, we're going to look at Away IPA from Trouble Brewing. They're out of Rochester, New York. Never even heard of them up until today. Found a variety pack, and to tell you the truth, that's the first one I saw, Cat's Away. 5.9%, and figured this was about the right glass, the one that I got from Paul Hasman 440. Another great brewery, whatever their name is now, because people are fucking stupid. Got to change the name. I can't handle that there's a rat as your logo. Oh, really? How about, could you handle it, the logo, if it was a big dick? Joey's mom could. And again, Joey's mom could handle a big dick the size of a cement mixer. What? Okay, so it's a little darker and a little darker amber colored than I would have guessed. A real subtle tropical fruitiness to it. Nothing really jumping out, but fuck sniffing it. Cheers. I tell you, for something, I've had pale ales that had more of that IPA kick than this does for an IPA. Just a tad semi-sweet at the very beginning. You kind of get that just such a subtle IPA characteristic to it. A bit of like a tropical fruit, grapefruit kind of presence to it. It goes right into a fairly dry, bitter middle, and right now it's ending on a fairly dry, bitter end. Giving credit, but being late anyway, and because he's a friend, I got. Late was Aunt Keck saying, fuck, I missed the iHeart Club, which he did. I'm giving him on iHeart today anyway. And then his first comment on Vengeful was fuck. So I don't know if he didn't realize he was first, but then I got, oh shit, I'm first, fuck yeah. And then, holy fucking beer brew babe. Oh, excuse me. Gunwild, fourth, where you're actually second. Joey, third, and right, which is scary. Smile Money saying fifth, where he's actually fourth. Ed saying fourth, where he's actually fifth. And the Real Burnout saying nope. At Keck, I'm going through way too much hand cream lately. Hey, you think you have a problem? I have to get to this, okay? You know, it wasn't like we just started off and I knew that this was the girl I was going to pick today. I had hundreds that I had to look through in order to find that. You know what I'm saying? Gunwild 1, tonight's Locked and Loaded show was crystal clear on my end. John worked out all the bugs, got the right equipment. Now we're just working on being able to get a phone line in. And John, in case you hear this, I've had several people, Jolson being the one that I was talking to last, about trying to figure out how to maybe voice over internet or whatever, be able to bring a phone line in through the Google in order so that it... See, the problem is when I called last night, I could hear John. But because John was one with the phone, but now everybody else was so mumbled. If we had a call in like that, unless you're talking to unless you're just talking to John, I'd be like, it's just, no, we've got to figure it out. Yes, I know. The show, though, was definitely a lot of fun. Spreaker is right there. If you got a problem, helping out. As soon as the show is over, giving like kudos. You guys in the chat room, I'm in. Fine, shameless plug. When you guys are in the chat room, man, the busier the chat room is, the more interaction that's happening, the more Spreaker is taking notice. And we, as a group, Christine's show, Jim's show, and my show, are moving very quickly up into the spotlight for Spreaker. And again, that also helping, like with Christine, getting to go to iHeart Radio. Me and Jim, I guess they took one listen and said, fuck that, or that's why they said it, because, yeah, it's possible, Smile Money, it's possible to, like clean up the act, but I don't want to have to do a show. I don't want to have to not be me. Yes, I can make it all day long. I mean, Greg, who I work with, one of the things in his change of his lifestyle, no, he doesn't take it up the ass, in cleaning himself up, he stopped drugs, alcohol, and cigarettes, and like profanity, all like literally the same day, and it's been well over 2 years now. I'm so proud of him. But sometimes, it's like I find that I, have to think. Well, I don't think about, but I just have to make sure when I'm talking, I try not to, drop the F-bomb all day long. We got a guy that we hire every now and then to do the shit we don't want to do, and I swear to God, Jimmy, he. It's like, I think it's just part of, he cannot go more than, say, 3, maybe 4 words without adding fuck in there somewhere. And again, okay, fine, let's just say somebody came to me and said, hey, we want to do a syndicated radio show, we're bringing on the John Solar Radio Network and all of his shows, but here is some things that are an absolute. It's one thing to say, hey, could you try doing this or this? No. But if they said this is an absolute, we will be picking up all of your shows, and you guys are all going to be making like big freaking extra money to do absolutely nothing but have fun and talk on the radio. Yeah, there's some things that could change. But if you're if we're just over here and all you're going to do is play our shows and maybe some commercials come up and a little bit of money comes in or whatever, I don't want to change who I am. And I don't want to be told by somebody how, we already go through it all the time with our government. So I guess it's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's spontaneous. It's what the show is all about. I don't know. Just saying. Gunwild, are you talking about Skype? Yeah, I'm talking about Skype. I remember the days where you could actually have fun, and now it looks like everything is pay as you go. Mr. Holster, 6th. Mr. Holster, minute 59. You just squeaked by this time. Real core burnout, as Ed would say, 4th. And as you said, nope. Gunwild, yeah, the Camp Guard 10 is a bitchin' pistol. I love the two-tone and engraved wood grips. Will you buy me one? Pretty please? Well, Gunwild, due to my financial picture at this moment in time, if I could afford to buy me one, that means I probably have a bunch of extra money, and yeah. If I had a surplus, fuck. Camp 10s for everybody. Fuck yeah, I wish, don't you? Wouldn't that not be awesome? Here's the deal. I just win like the big fucking out of the world. I walked away with $500 million. Let's just It's my story. I can stick with it. And you just decide, okay, here's what I'm going to do. All the guys that comment over here on the Brew channel, you guys hook me up with your FFL information. I got something I'm sending your way. And buy everybody like that pistol. Hell yeah, that'd be an awesome opportunity. Gunweld, the Springfield TPR is badass too. I've only seen the 6-inch model. Their website, they list both of them. Yeah, they are very badass. But to be totally honest, even though the TPR is significantly more expensive, I'd rather have the Kimber. And I know there's people out there, that's why I said, Jeff, you know what I'm talking about. I have owned several Kimbers, and I've never, ever had a problem. It was, going through a divorce and, trying stupidly not to lose my house, even though the whole thing happened anyway, like a friend said. When you get to the point where you realize that you're just throwing shit away that you didn't have to, stop. So, knowing what I know now, it would have just happened anyway, and I would have still had all the toys, but I was trying to do the right thing, even though I was married to a hooker, and did everything she could to... You should have seen how that house looked when she finally moved out. Who the fuck steals all the light fixtures and doorknobs? Really? Oh, fuck. That's what... Choose wisely when you get married. That's all I'm saying. I didn't the first time. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, if I had enough money to go buy the TPR right now from Springfield, I would buy the Kimber. I would buy the Camp 10, hands down first. But then again, I have never ever had an issue. I mean, my Kimber, the one that I still have, my Raptor, I couldn't even guess as to how many rounds have been through that. Thousands and thousands. I mean, I've had it for what, 20 years? And for the first time ever, I just replaced all the springs. I should have brought that out the other day just to make sure it all goes okay, but I can't see why it wouldn't. I mean, the only problem I ever had appeared to be ammo related, because I could shoot a full mag and not have a single issue, and then a bunch of reloads, not mine. It was always the last round. It failed to feed the last round. And I know someone's going to say, well, it could be magazines, but it happens across a bunch of them, and I'm my primary one that I rely on are the Kim Pro, the stainless Kim Pros. So it didn't matter. It could have been a brand new Mekgar, or it could have been an original for the gun, or it could have been one of the newer stainless Kim Pros, and the result was always the same. I carry one. What? You don't have a Kimber Camp Guard 10 millimeter yet? Me either. At least not yet. Damn it. A while back, I did I did buy a Grand Power P40. Was that a 10 millimeter? I had it for just 1 week. The friggin' frame cracked after about 100 rounds. There'll be no review on that one, just saying. Well, Balding Curious, if you're listening, seems how he's in cahoots with the owner of the company. Was yours a 40 cal, or was yours a 10 millimeter? I carry one, and a crack frame. Maybe it's just a flaw. I don't know. You're just adding fuel to the fire for Mr. Holster. Gunwild, I took a hunter safety class last weekend, and the instructor brought in a .30 carbine pistol made by AMT. It resembled a 1911 with a huge grip. Yes, Local Ray from YouTube. Local Ray happens to have that gun. Real cool burnout. They say time is the fire in which we burn. Rich Huff, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Yeah, I still got a box to get out to you. Matt, because Friday and lots of beer, there's all you need. Ed, send that brew babe over to me. Ed, Excellent reviewee. Stone is really hit and miss at times. Yeah, they are, but lately, boy, they've been standing right up there to bat and hitting them pretty hard. Better than this. In a way, this is sort of reminding me of that shit that Jim sent, alligator crap, but not that bad. Now that it's warming up, it has a very, very bitter start now. Yeah, this is going to shit fast. Ben N, 25th. Oh, don't sell yourself short, Judge. J-Dog, here from work. Fu Master Chew, barely made it home alive, but I'm here. The weather blows and the traffic is just as worse. J-Dog, the problem is Keyport is over half wine. Well, that works out for Christine, not so well for us. Rich again? Yeah, I'm a stinker. It's been a while since I called for some whiskey, though. Hee hee. Fu Master Chew again, Rich. Dang, that was one hell of a shot. You're crazy. Yeah. But I still made the show, so that's always a plus. Whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, whiskey. Rich, wow. That delicious brew babe is having a wardrobe malfunction. J-Dog, I've shot a Kunin 357. It was real nice. I bet. I have not. Ed, oh yeah, that Kimber Carry Camp Guard, or Kimber Camp Guard is one epic 10mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rich again? Well, that was another fine review, brother, and nice score, too. Cheers, my friend. Thank you. JR10, Desert Gold. Don't underestimate the M1 carbine. Well, no, even though I spent almost 2 years getting my Garand close to collector's grade, the M1 carbine is next on my bucket list. People are misled by the fact that you can get an M1 carbine for $1,000 to $1,500. In fact, even the inland rifles are replicas at that price. Truth be told, the M1 carbine has become the most collectible rifle in World War II collection. A true collector's grade World War II M1 carbine can fetch anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000. Well, if that's the case, Ed, I'm going to need that Ruger 10mm from you. You can pick up the Camp Guard 10 and the TPR in a 6-inch, and then we'll trade. JR10's like, what a fucking asshole. J-Dog, yes, I can type. I'm right-handed, left, or hurt my left thumb. Well, that's good. I mean, no, that's bad. Mr. Holster, 24 hours ago. Mr. Holster, more beer than you can drink in a lifetime. Hell, you can't even finish the one you're drinking on the brew review. What the hell are you talking about? I always finish it. And why? If I drink 3 of them, if I don't finish the 3rd one, how does that count? You know, these other professional brew reviewers that the whole review takes like 3 minutes. They only drink 1 beer, so if they drink a second, you're right. As soon as I turn the camera off, I dump all this shit out. Oh, man. See, this was a variety pack. This was a variety pack, and there's 3 of each one. and there's no emergency beer in this refrigerator right now, so if I want to continue reading comments and actually drink something, I have to drink another one of these. Maybe that first one was bad. Maybe this one will be better. Oh, and you won't... Well, yeah, you probably won't see this in time, but Christine's show tonight is another one in the series of cowboy history. And to show tribute to that, I got a few of the cowboy action guns out. So, yeah, right there. Want to see my nipple? There you go. Mr. Holster, I find it hardly doubtful that the Filipinos building 1911s in a cave will notice the new spring. Mr. Holster, surprised you don't have a spare plug. No, I don't. Here, you tell me if my hole looks good or not. Fuck me. Oh yeah, that's right. I won't make it on the iHeartRadio if I have that happen too many times. See, here's the problem. I want it to look like that, but see, maybe I can convince somebody that it's a dual chambered pistol. It's chambered in 45 ACP. And what the hell would that be? It's too big for 22, and it's too small for 380. It's a very special caliber. So, yeah. And no, Mr. Holster, I don't have an extra plug. I believe that I have seen people making comments about that. Is there any upshot to... The hell is in there? Oh yeah. Rest in peace, bitch. Is there any upshot to having a full-length guide rod? And everything that I've found, the answer to that is no. So, yeah, this Wilson kit that I carry one recommended had a new guide rod and spring, and Mr. Holster or I carry one said to get this kit, so that's everything in here is all new. As the table collection grows, Douglas. Great show last night. Thanks for all you do, Eric. Douglas, thanks. Like I said, it's the interaction and the comments, and when we throw something out there and you guys all start throwing stuff out, and then we can feed off of that and back and forth. That's what's awesome, is the interaction. And I truly appreciate it. I love the new setup. I'm able to have Spreaker set up and going, and the chat room all on the main computer without having the issues that I was having before, which I don't know why I was. The only thing that kind of sucks is as we listen, only John Solar and you guys can hear the intro and outro stuff. So no idea. If John's going to play some sound effects, like before, every single time, he'd have his different little sound effects. Right now, we can't hear any of that. I don't know how to resolve that, so it's a little less funny when only you guys can hear it, and we obviously just continue with our conversation like it never happened. Brad Thomas. I still think you guys should do a podcast or several podcasts. People are making great money from like-minded sponsors. If someone does not like what you talk about, they don't have to listen or sponsor. It's pretty much the last free speech platform. I'm not sure how long it will last through this fucked up world. There is no freedom of speech anymore, but these libtard fucking idiots feel sorry for acid-attacking, muzzy, cock-sucking refugee bastards. Yeah, that's a good point, Brad. You know, fucking libtard douchebags will defend some of what's going down. I mean, I feel so sorry, so sorry for what's going on in some of these other countries, but you're so fucking stupid. You really have brought it upon yourself. Unfortunately, you're letting evil in. And once evil's in, it's hard to remove evil. And, I mean, people out there are like, well, I got friends that are Muslims. Well, you know what? I'm sorry, but look at what is causing all the problems. You look at every time there is a huge problem, it's a Muslim against a Jew, a Muslim against an American, a Muslim, they're the fucking cockroaches on this planet right now. Yeah, there's good ones. One for every, say, 5.6 million. The rest can be eradicated and not missed. Smile Money dropping magazines is how they make Rock Island Double Stack New York compliant. Wade, use paracord with the inner cords removed and heat shrinked in at least 2 places, so it's not long enough to be used against you. To join and join the ends together. It's pretty strong for holding knife securely, but not enough to strangle you. With the inner cords removed, heat shrink in at least. Huh. I might have to see if you've got pictures of that. I mean, you got pictures of everything else. Stalker Steve, 44th, and look who I'm sharing my Saturday morning coffee with. Cheers. I may or may not put the Ruger 10mm on layaway today. Thanks, fucker, for making me eat peanut butter and jelly for the rest of the week. And, well, I got I have no idea who you are. And I don't know if he was leaving this for me or leaving it as for Stalker Steve, but a Ronnie Brown saying cheers. But it was a sub comment to Stalker Steve. And Stalker Steve had the last comment. I'm hitting the refresh button to see who's in the iHeart Club. And that would be Aunt Keck, not missing the iHeart Club this time. J-Dog, iHeart Club Whiskey. I suppose the whiskey is all hovering right on the surface. Hey J-Dog, does this count? That didn't make it better. Mr. Holster, and what is your definition of not finishing a beer. I do not want another one of those. Yes. I'm gonna take that one upstairs and put it in the neighbor pile. The Cat's Away IPA on the E scale, I'm giving it a 1. Gunwild 1. Damn, a brew review this early? Get a life. Hey, this would be about the same time I would do it if it was a school day. Gunwild, cheers, I Heart Club. And Big Jeff, Gunwild 1, your comment. Oh, man. God, that stuff is shit. Sorry. Yeah. I spooged on my chin. Oh. God damn it, that's nasty. It seemed like it started off better, but wow. So yeah. So remember, even if you missed listening to the Miss Bomey Zone live tonight at 8 o'clock Central, you can find it on Spotify, iTunes, and iHeartRadio. So big congratulations goes out to Christine. Very proud of her, and hopefully this shit will take off, and she'll be able to keep me in the financial means for which I would like to be able to. I gotta get right now. I got to get at least 2 of those Camp Guard 10s. One, I'll make it 3. One for Ed, one for Jeff, and one for me. But her show is going to be about the I don't remember what it was now, Spirit Valley or some war. I'm sorry, I find it fascinating when I'm listening. I'm not even lying, because it's on Spotify, and I use Spotify all the time. I have actually listened to her first one with Jim. I've now listened to that one 3 times. I know she'll argue with me, but this is just much better. You can either shoot. What did I put in here? I should put the Black Talons in here. You can either shoot 45 ACP, or you can shoot 10 millimeter out of a cowboy action shooter. I'll take this. Now beyond that, I want it to actually be a real cylinder opening gun, and then it can be 10, 44, 454 Casull, Smith & Wesson 500. So yeah, make sure to check out her show. And again, all you guys, I'm going to keep saying it until everybody understands. If you want to be notified of when our shows start on Spreaker, go to Spreaker.com, find the John Solar Radio Network. I'm going to put it as a permanent link down in the brew description box. You click on the John Solar Radio Network and you hit follow. Now you're going to get notified of all 3 of the shows. That simple. But you need to be following the shows to know when the shows are happening. Okay, guys, cheers. We'll see you tomorrow, and I am definitely going to take a break on this. I actually have something I've been wanting to try, maybe taking a look at that tomorrow. So, again, check out Miss Bomey Zone, and make sure that you're following the John Solar Radio Network so you get us get notified of all of our stuff. Again, thank you guys for everybody that follows my show, Christine's show, and Jim's show. It means a lot to us. And yeah, maybe it'll all work out. Maybe Christine's show will take off and she can support me and Jim. It could happen.